Please put your hands together for Mr. J.M. Marsilio!
Yo. My name's J.M. It stands for John Michael. I don't care for it. It's a good name. It's a little too good. I feel like when I introduce myself as John Michael, people expect me to be a world-class chef or musician. I asked my mom, why did you name me that? The two most common names in the world. Why would you name me that? She goes, I wanted to make sure you always had a good job. I never had a good job in my life. In fact, my best jobs were all illegal and required me to use an alias. There's actually a lot of things you could be with a name like John Michael. A drug dealer is not one of them. John Michael's a snitch name. I'm jealous of people with unique names. The more unique, the better. I struck up a conversation with a stranger recently. I go, I'm sorry, I never got your name. He goes, my name's Shoe Panda. I'm like, oh shit, bro, that's your name? Shoe Panda, so unique, so exotic. I go, what does that translate to here in America? What does that mean? He goes, I don't know. It's actually a pretty common name where I'm from. I guess it's kind of like John or Michael here. Like, oh. He goes, what's your name? I'm like, I'm Shoe Panda. Getting old, kind of sucks. The older I get, the more I realize I am 100% the reason my parents got divorced. Let me explain. See, I was born 10 pounds, 11 ounces. For those of you that don't know babies, that's a big fucking baby. That's why women are amazing. My mom was only 4'9" when she had me. I was almost as big as she was when I was born. Towards the end of the pregnancy, I didn't even fit in her stomach anymore. I was just wearing my mom like a human onesie. My mom would tell anybody that would listen that I was a heavy baby. People would come over, oh, what a cute little boy. He was 10 pounds, 11 ounces when he was born, you know. I thought she was bragging like it was a high SAT score or some shit. She wasn't bragging. She wasn't bragging. She was telling everyone I ruined her vagina. After I was born, my dad got hooked on drugs and alcohol, which ultimately led to their divorce. Every year, brother. It happens. Which ultimately led to their divorce, which again, I take blame for. My mom's pussy must have been so trash after I was done with it. There was no way that thing snapped back. No, but shortly after, when I was around 5 or 6 years old, my dad would start to get his life together. He started going to Narcotics Anonymous meetings. My dad actually passed away with 35 years of recovery. Give it up for my dad. Give it up for Dad. Yeah. But part of my weekends with him, we would catch a meeting or two, which I didn't mind. I was with my dad, that's all I cared about. But when you're that young, you're a sponge. So I'm sitting there listening to these stories, learning all these phrases and words for the first time. And then I'm going to kindergarten on Monday. I'm walking into class with a candied cigarette. My teacher's like, how you doing today, John? One day at a time, teach. One day at a time. She would call on me in class. I'd stand up. Hi, my name's John. I'm addicted to Yoo-Hoos and Pop Rocks. The answer is yellow. I went to a Catholic school, so they would always ask someone to lead in prayer at the end of the day. I would always go with the Serenity Prayer. They say it at the end of each Narcotics Anonymous meeting. It goes, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Keep coming back, guys. Kindergarten works if you work it. All right, guys, that's my time.
Hey, and Marsilio, everybody.